What's good? Welcome back to Bryce Reacts. We're here today to react to and Janice Shut the Fuck Up. One of the best songs I think on the album, which is probably gonna go number one first on the Iceman album. I love this song. I honestly think this is probably one of the best embodiments of a or one like I said, one of the best embodiments of a song where you say Drake featuring Drake. And with that being said, I ended up getting mixed reviews from the Joe Budden podcast, and it was interesting. I was like, it's a subjective thing. It's crazy how they could hear one thing and I could hear another. Because when I heard this on Iceman 4, as far as Janice, like I immediately was like, oh no, this is going, and that wasn't anything of Joe Budden, and I think even like some of the other co-hosts that he had first reaction. So with that being said, we're gonna hop right into it. So we're gonna um, so we're gonna hop right into it and react to this Joe Budden reaction with him and his co-host, and see some of the first takes that they had when Janice.
It's a second miss for me. It's
Yeah,
cool.
it's not bad. It's just a miss. It was a miss.
It just
And let her that.
Doesn't matter this.
my problem is just the focus that I heard on the other albums that we'll get to later. This one takes away the focus of Iceman to me personally.
Yeah, it did. It went away from.
Yeah, and that's tough for me. Just be off the strength of like I said, this is literally Drake featuring Drake in the sense of he found a pocket where I don't think he necessarily wanted to use a feature, where he wanted to be the different sounding element to the hook and something like that. So that's why I feel like Drake kind of used some of the Yeet type vibes in there and executed it perfectly. But for me, like I said, I've been a Drake fan for a long time, and I think one thing I learned recently, the last couple of months, like I like experimental music, like psychedelic music. I like music that takes you like to a different place, like sonically, versus more like I love lyrics. Don't get it twisted. I love like the meaning of songs, as far as like some of the deepness and stuff like that. But sometimes that necessarily comes secondary for me. So when Drake has these like unique sounding shit, like for me, it's like light bulbs going off. Like no, this shit gonna go.
This almost could have been on the
Yes.
Habidi
Yes.
or something.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't love the hook neither.
oh, I like this hook. This
like
is
the hook?
fine.
I don't think it should have been
I
on
like
this
no part of it.
album. I think it should have been on one other.
I said I need to hear this one.
Well,
in
he
the car.
has an affinity for the.
But when you said Zelda, what do you mean?
Like the
The
it
beat
sounds like a soundtrack to
it
a
sound
Zelda.
like it's playing in the back of Zelda. Well, it's a cage and shit.
Yeah, the beats that sound like.
Not Nintendo. Adventures in Link Zelda.
Synthesizer, down tempo, lo-fi.
When Mario get in the castle.
And that's why I was simply baffled by these takes just based on like this with the beat alone. Then you get like this crazy like weird sounding like experimental hook that goes like perfect with the beat to me. But outside of that, y'all niggas talking about a Zelda beat. Like let's even get to the lyrics, which niggas love to break down. Like we broke down, we're gonna break some of the lyrics down actually after this. Like he goes crazy on Kendrick. He goes crazy on Jay-Z. He's go crazy even on somebody else on here, if I'm not mistaken. Like so, it's like the shit they chose to focus on was crazy, but they did come around and they changed. I guess within like a couple of days, where they was like, "Now you know what, we was wrong about Janice," which I also commend them. Cause a lot of niggas are
That changed the perspective of a lot of records for me as well. Beep, baby.
That's great.
My Mercedes got the heat seats, baby. Now that shit is fine. Pull up on me. What is that see-through shirt? I get a sneak peek, baby. That shit is hard. That shit is hard.
Actually, fuck it though, man.
So they came around quick, which I mean, like I said, for me, that song picked up pretty fucking quickly, bro. Like just how the hook started, even like it reminded me of similar shit when he had on Iceman 3 and people was had that up and check me out. Big dog wants the crowd. And then where that shit, and then like just that crazy intro, then you get this like beat drop into something else. Is like that's what this kind of song kind of felt like a little bit to me, where you got that "Teach Me, Baby." It's just like a little vibe. Dust kind of got a little similar intro like that too, where and then like once the beat drop, it's like it's a whole nother type of vibe and situation. So with that being said, man, we're gonna hop into some of these lyrics real quick, break some of this stuff down. But one of the favorite lyrics well, not even my favorite lyrics, but this kind of built on to the whole pocket that we're gonna probably break down right here. I guess bear me up, Kendrick Lamar and Buried Alive and shit like that, and how he mocked that, and how Kendrick Lamar also was on that. So just speaking to to me, Drake still being petty throughout, and like that's one thing I liked about Janice. It's like niggas really did get that karma. Like when Drake beat Michael Jackson and is gonna pass Jay-Z, he also dissed the fuck out of his ops. Like it was perfect. Like it says this line of what is that? Strings of high profile write-offs that push the narrative of Joe Budden. Never once the men's words declared that I'm not doing the it's double entendre as well. There you go. Your boys got big off my name. That's big enough. And this one refers to the stimulus package. I seen other people talk about how Jay-Z got big after Big died, and how like that was a whole kind of thing with him and Nas, if I'm not mistaken. Like he was like, you riding the legacy of Biggie or something like that. Like pretty much like doing some of the things that he did, and you kind of emulating it and kind of taking advantage of his death or something like that. I don't know the full context of everything that was going on with that. But once again, another double entendre, because also with the dissing, it's like you niggas, we know that. So I love that bar as well. We move on. We know how you OGs is rocking already. The jig is up, and that's crazy, crazy bars right there. Where it's like we know how you OGs is rocking, and then with Jay-Z it's the Rockefeller shit like that. So we already know how you rocking. When they say the truth will set you free, well, mine's gonna stream while you watching HD, and I like that. It's just him standing 10 toes on like you boys thought I was done, you boys thought I was finished, but of course I'm not. All right. It says the truth will set you free is a famous proverb taken from John. So Jesus said to Jews, which is also obeying the word, the truth, my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. The truth Drake is talking about is the industry betrayals, and he has suffered in 2024 rap beats. The HD details the ties directly into Iceman rollout itself as the release of 4 cinematic pre-album live episodes in Iceman. And then it goes into what I like right here. I think it's one of my favorite bars. And it says they say that karma could take an eternity, but yours is dropping the same night as me. And I think that just speaks to Lucian Grains. That speaks to Kendrick. That speaks to TDE. It speaks to niggas tried to act like I was dead. You niggas tried to like claim my title as king and like push these narratives on me. And now just me going number one, me just like living my life and all this shit, doing my best in my ability, like that's enough to put you in your spot that you are so uncomfortable with. And that's why, Drake feels like Kendrick started the beef. And even Kendrick kind of even referenced that. Like, I hate the way you talk, I hate the way you walk, hate the fact that you like, we talked about this already. So yeah, like I love like that insight from Drake and saying that it's like, I know you niggas hate me just based on like the little shit that I'm doing in life. Like not even little shit, but the me just doing inside. So why drop how you really watch when I really make these tables turn back to showing you I'm number one, how you really feel after you did all that faking and facading and boost numbers and streams, especially feeling from his perspective. So funny thing is, they ain't gonna compete. You gonna get yours while I'm doing me. And that just going back into that, it's like you talked about how much you hate me. You talked about how much you dislike how I sub and all this other shit. So just wait, nigga. I'm about to do me to my greatest my greatest ability. So imagine how you gonna feel, and you gonna really see what he say. You gonna get yours while I'm doing me. You gonna really see where you at in life. You gonna really see. Tired of all of you. Excuse me. Tired of all of y'all telling me niggas is real. Pussy, I know when it's real. You only come home to pose and pop off a look, but forget how I feel. And it skips, handing out turkeys on camera inside of your hood, then go back to the hills. How many houses you build? How many souls did you heal off the back of your deal? So I wanted to look at that because it was like, I already knew who he was talking about because he kind of referenced this, I think either on Family Matters or Hard Part 6 about like, you don't even go back to your hood and play that money tree. So I knew you were talking about Kendrick, but I was like, I ain't really get the how many houses you build, how many souls of you healed off the back of your deals. And obviously, kind of that. Basically saying the distance is real when it comes to his connection with his hometown. Even saying that the nigga live in New York during the beef or whatever. The turkeys is a reference to a nod to icon of scene. Okay, obviously. But what am I missing? It was something I was missing here. What I thought they. It was something I was trying to figure out with the souls of the deal. I thought they broke it down a little more. Let me see if it's on the next slide. Okay, yeah, there you go. So the difference between niggas getting out of their deal and letting you out of your deal, damn, against your will, how many names you got on your will, damn. So it's kind of the same thing with the houses. How many houses you build, how many souls you have off the back of your deal. So this is where I kind of got some information about Tiffet. Lamar in 2002 to establish own creative company PG Lane in a move which positively framed public wait was positively framed publicly. Drake alleged that the situation may have been less clean than appeared, and that Kendrick was forced to make massive financial sacrifices against his will, asking how many names on his will, suggesting obviously how many people you got to pay, how many people you owe, or whatever. Asking how many names on his will suggests that Kendrick has signed away a percentage of his future earnings of rights and to his old label executive. Drake made similar claims April 2024. Extortion, baby, whole career you been shook up. Cost. Then use the damn as the ad lib could be reference to Kendrick Lamar. Damn, I didn't even see that. That's possible. 2017, damn, Drake used it as a portrayal of embarrassment of Kendrick Lamar and his alleged contract details. Now, Drake is a savage, bro. Then we go on to another one. Like money just grew off a tree. Like the money just came in for free, for real, yeah. And this was kind of getting into the let me see, is there anything else that was earlier? You say how many interviews y'all gonna do to get Ice to chill? Y'all trying to cover it up like a quilt. Like when they was breaking that down, they was kind of talking about how it was a bunch of different narratives. Objective of Kendrick is dominated. Kendrick is won. Kendrick is took his spot. It's like they putting all this shit together, and it's a bunch of just different mismatchy ass pieces that don't go together to cover up what's happening. In reality, it's not some smooth like thing that's really But what else is said? Ryan goes like a kill, keeping 100 on paper like Wilt, tricking off her, paying her bills. These knows how I pop it for real. These don't know how I pop it for real. All right, so yeah, that's kind of some of the things that I noticed in this that was very interesting as far as a lot of the different things he wanted to get out there, especially this and Kendrick. With Drake, he was really shooting, and that he made it on a hit, which is also just brilliant. Where niggas gonna have no choice but to hear this if this going number one. But with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in again, man. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe and tune in to your boy's channel, man, because we're gonna be keeping it popping for real. Yeah, we out, man. That's how I feel. Peace.